Imagine landing an amazing new job just weeks after a layoff. Noelia is here to share her amazing career journey. Hey, Noelia, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. How about you?
I am great, and I'm so, so, so happy to talk to you. So tell everybody, what do you do?
Yes, so I am a senior director of quality assurance at a pharmaceutical company.
Wow, that is fascinating. So in layman's terms that everybody would understand, what is your job all about?
So my job basically is to make sure that the patient receive a drug that is safe for them and efficient.
Wow. Okay, so the work that you do makes a huge difference on legitimately every human being's life, correct?
It does to improve the patient's life,
Wow.
quality of life, and cure diseases.
Wow, such a fascinating job. Such a fascinating job. So what has your journey been like? What happened? Why did we start to work together?
Yeah, so in October last year, I was laid off. And I started to work with Cindy because I felt I needed guidance on my search for another job. And also, I needed a lot of interview practice as well. So, Cindy helped me basically in the interview process, and we practiced a lot
A lot.
to ensure that my interviews were successful. And indeed, they were.
Wasn't it like something crazy, like 11 interviews or something, like in rapid fire, one after another after another?
Yes, there were for this position where I am at, there were 11 people that interviewed me.
That's insane. That is insane. Yeah. It was fast, right? Like you lost a job in October. You found out before year end, right? Before the end of December even that you had
Mhm.
this new job.
Yeah, that's correct. I signed my offer in December 15.
Wow. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. What I know that you've experienced this before. So layoffs, corporate layoffs, and you're far from the only person. What does it feel like for that person who has to suffer through that corporate layoff? What does it do to you?
Yeah, so well, this was my first layoff in my career. I'm currently 20 years now in the industry, and I felt lost. I was scared that I wouldn't have, the opportunity to find another job in a timely manner. And it felt that there was a lot of competition out there as well. So I felt it like, oh, wow, this is going to be impossible for me to find a new job quickly. So yeah, it's a mix of fear, with desperation, and also, you have low self-esteem as well, right? Um,
Yes.
so a lot of mixed feelings.
Right? Our lives, our identities are so intertwined with our jobs
It
that when
does.
you lose your job, that sense of self disappears.
Correct.
It's a lot of doubt.
That happened to me. I doubted about myself, um, and I was scared. I felt that I was not good enough, even though, corporate decisions, they are not based, layoff not based on your performance, but it
So
does,
repeat
it
that
does
so people
affect.
hear that. Corporate decisions are not based on your performance.
Yes, corporate decisions are not based on performance.
Okay? Like people get laid off that are doing amazing work.
That's correct. And it affects you,
It
affects
does.
your psyche.
Yes, it does. But to flip that around in such a short period of time, you're at a new job that has recognized you even in the first, I think, 2 months for your outstanding performance.
That's correct. So I was lucky with all the hard work, right? To find a job that recognize my talents, and is so empowering also as well. We just had a group meeting last week face to face, and it was great how, my leader motivated us to to do well and make us feel like, our work matters and we are important on what we do, and that we're making a difference. And it meant the world for me to feel like that appreciated.
Isn't that great, right? To be valued and appreciated by your leader. Like, that is the true definition of a leader.
That is the true definition, and I think that's the happiness that you need at work is not the money. Definitely, money is a component, but the most important thing is that you are working in a good company with a good culture and a leader
Yeah.
that trusts you and empowers you.
Yes, and it does so much for your self-esteem, your sense of worth, your overall happiness. Like, we spend so much of our day consumed with our jobs.
Absolutely, is 8 hour plus a day, and you need to be in a place where you're comfortable and does not affect you.
So how has this new job, how has it impacted you and your family and you as a mom, right? You're a mom, right? You balance everything.
Yes. So definitely, the job has motivated me, improved my self-esteem. Also, it has provided me even opportunities already for to learn new things,
I
right?
love that.
Um, Also, even though they are hybrid companies, so they require 3 days in office, they have flexible job hours, so I can leave, for example, at 2 before my son arrives from school, and
Oh,
I
that's
feel I
wonderful.
feel the balance. Um, so they are very understanding.
That is wonderful, right? I mean, post-pandemic, the world became much more attuned to we're spending so much time at work and it's so hard to have our lives, right? To take care of our children and to be able to have that flexibility, because our families are important is just
Oh, that's
amazing.
number one.
Number
Yes.
1 is just amazing.
And as my boss says, family is first.
Oh, how magnificent is it to have a boss that's like that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the boss is everything.
I mean, and you have a female boss, right?
Yes, I do.
Does she also have a family?
She does, yes,
Good, good. The values are all in line for everybody.
exactly.
That is incredible. I know that your current boss is incredibly supportive of you and really makes a tremendous difference in how you see yourself and how you feel about the job. How are you seeing that?
Yeah, so basically almost every week, she tells me that she's so happy that I'm here, that she couldn't select a better candidate, and that I don't know how much I have helped her and also free up a space for her in her agenda and things to do. And that is very valuable because definitely it just improved my morale and my self-esteem.
Sure. Oh my goodness, for sure. Right? Wow. Everybody wants to work in a place like that. Like, seriously, where your
Absolutely.
boss honestly and truly not just appreciates you, but also lets you know that they
Yes.
appreciate you.
Oh,
Wow.
yes. He makes sure to let me know.
Okay, that is fantastic. And I know because you lead a team, I know that you pay that forward.
Absolutely.
So life is better.
Definitely.
Life
100%. Yes.
life is happier. I know that you were really privileged that as stressful as this was, and 11 interviews was stressful, like, let's not doubt that, but that it happened really quickly. So we had the privilege of spending a lot of our sessions together working on setting up for success, at this job, because as a leader, it it can be isolating, right? You don't always have a thought partner
That's
in
correct.
what you're doing. So what were some of the benefits that you had of us continuing to work together even after you landed the job?
Yes, some of the benefits, were, for example, asking Cindy for advice in certain situations. How can I manage this? Right, I have this situation. What do you recommend me? Also, she gave me advice on how, right, to be a good leader and success in my role moving forward.
Yeah, we had some really great conversations there. Thank you. What would your advice be? What would the advice be that you would give to somebody if they were subjected to a corporate layoff and all of a sudden were in the same shoes that you were in?
To never give up.
Yes.
um Find a partner, a career coach like Cindy that can help you prepare and give you guidance on how to perform your job search, prepare for interviews, also improve your LinkedIn profile. So
Mm,
there are several elements that you need to be ready, right? If you are
yes.
searching for a new job. And also I think something very important is networking with people that you know
Yes.
and
Yes.
asking questions and, like look at your LinkedIn profile, see who has connections that are you're looking for
Yes.
people, right? So in my case, that was part of my success story,
It
right?
was.
Networking,
It was,
right?
yes. Yes, and some of those things we were talking about fixing up your LinkedIn profile, like, we can get complacent when we're at a job,
Yes,
right?
correct.
Because we've been there for a long time and we just kinda let it go and we forget, and then all of a sudden you're looking for a job and then everything matters just because, as you mentioned earlier, how competitive the job market is.
Yeah, that's correct. I think you always need to be ready because you never know
Correct.
when when the situation will change. So you will need to have your resume ready, your LinkedIn profile ready. So because in unexpected situation, you will need it for sure.
Yes. I know that over the years, you've worked with other career coaches on your resume. How was what we did different than what you did with other people?
Yeah, what was different with Cindy was that she actually taught me on how to write the resume, how to write my experiences for each job based on results, based on quantifiable results.
Mm,
So the resume could tell the story of what I improved, for how long, for how much. So instead of having someone writing the resume for me and me not learning how to do it, I think that was the big difference there. And I
thank you,
understood
yeah.
the rationale, behind, why we should write it in certain ways.
Because honestly, the only person who knows everything that you've done at every level is you.
Exactly. I have the details. The other person writing a resume, they don't have the details or the knowledge in the field.
Correct. Correct. Well, thank you so very much. I am so proud of you. I know that this is going to be the beginning of a whole new chapter of your life, and you will be able to take this position in any direction that you want it to. I know that you have lots of success ahead of you. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you very much, Cynthia, for your support and help.